Uh-huh. No, not live for me either. I do despise the delay. It's like guessing game. It's like the guessing games to my Scar. I despise these guessing games. Well, here it is. Okay, how's it sounding? Does it work? Something. That's good. I'm going to send it out to some people on Discord. See if there are any takers. Alright. Yes, in either case, hello YouTube, I'm about to stream a murder mystery. Is it? Did you invite anyone else to the call? Excellent. This game doesn't start on full screen, which is unusual. A bit. Oh, I hope not. Well, you can see it on the stream, can't you? So what do I do about it? Okay. What? Yeah. Properties.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Oh, okay. Don't have to do anything then. Go full screen, subtitles on in case suddenly you decide you can't hear it. And here is the intro. I hope you'll stick around long enough to see this. You sure you can't hear it? Properties. What am I doing now?
Just do what you're doing before and find the properties of the desktop audio.
Well, it's on default at the moment, so what am I going for?
Click to... Try the HUD-me output. Then click OK.
The what?
HDMI output.
AMD HDMI output. Okay. Okay, did that. How about now? Can you hear it now? Why, oh why, will it not work? Yes, wonder if headphones is the right one.
Yeah, that might be.
How about now?
My name is Jenks. Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into
yes,
the
I
death
can hear it now.
of
Perfect.
Kate Vine,
That's perfect.
a PhD
Excellent.
student found drowned at midnight
Yes,
last Friday
perfect.
in a lake
And I can hear
in the
me.
woods on the outskirts of the
Indeed you
tiny
can.
village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
Correction, I
Kate
have
Vine
until
appeared to the world
that
to be a
time
bright,
duration.
confident, fun-loving
Just use
PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get
Morphine?
it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas,
Yeah.
which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves
Exclusive
and
Atlas, what, does it have
from the
different
tragedy.
countries on it or something?
This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods.
From what I
which many
understand about
have
this
suggested
story,
border
Atlas
on
does
mind
have
control.
some foreign
Ryan is married to
investors.
Rebecca, landlady of
Was it
Edenton's
me,
village pub, the
or
George and
was
Dragon.
Paul
As
Rand
yet,
a
she
US
hasn't been
politician?
interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion.
I'm afraid I can't
One of
answer
Kate's
that
friends was
question.
Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden
Is
Lodge
someone
on the road
Rand in
leading
America?
out of Edenton village.
Probably.
Emma was also doing
Ian
a
Rand,
PhD
could
at the
it
same
be? I'm gonna
university,
search
but
this.
didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However,
Insisting?
it turned out her boyfriend had. Simon
Rand
Thompson met
Paul.
Emma at university.
That's it, Rand Paul.
After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village.
Yeah, he was the
started at the
senator from
Atlas course a
Kentucky.
few months ago.
Oh.
Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the
I don't know if
sergeant
he had anything to
interviewing
do
him
with the
noted he
infamous
seemed
fried
oddly
chicken that
unmoved by her
originated
death,
from there.
which makes him the first person I want to see
Oh,
tonight.
apparently he's the son
It's
of Ron
time
Paul.
for some answers.
Sorry?
Apparently he's the son of Ron Paul.
Ron Paul.
He was the other US representative from Texas.
Oh, okay. Case background info. Kate Vine was a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods in the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. A lab report indicated a high level of alcohol in her blood at the time of her death, along with traces of morphine. The alcohol is consistent with her medical records, which reveal a history of depression and alcoholism. However, the origin of the morphine, it remains a mystery. Of course, you've probably already heard this in the previous intro.
I did.
Well, either case, I do believe I'm about to go meet an individual called Simon Thompson.
Ah.
My name is Jenks.
Okay,
Detective
apparently this
Inspector
is
Frederick
separate.
Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found
There's nothing I
drowned
can
at
do about
midnight
it. I'm
last
sorry
Friday
about
in a
that.
lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death
So,
and
how's
a
that
lack
Game
of
of
witnesses,
Thrones, eh?
makes a strong case.
Yeah,
that
I
this
really
was
liked it. Have you
suicide.
seen it, Jack?
I've
The
seen
verdict
clips of it.
overlooked some
I
curious
watched the full
details.
episode. I don't
Why
want to
was
talk
her
about it
driving
without
license
spoiling
found
anything,
on
but
the opposite
yeah,
side of the
solid
lake
first
in which
episode. I
she
don't know how
drowned?
they're going to
Also,
resolve
there
the
were
whole
traces
thing in
of
6
morphine in
episodes. Though.
Kate's
There's a
system.
lot to do
Where did she
still.
get it? Kate was known to be a
I think
free
they probably
spirit
blew the
with a
whistle on,
nihilistic love of danger,
blew the
which may
whistle
in
on
part have
John's
something to
secret
do with a
family
business course
heritage
called
a bit too
Atlas,
quick.
which Kate had joined and which she had been
Oh,
attending.
why
on the night
didn't you
of her
just watch the
death.
episode?
Based in a large stately home on the outskirts of the
'Cause I
village,
couldn't be
the
bothered.
exclusive Atlas is run
So
by
you just
father
read
and
the,
son team, Paul
blurbs?
and Ryan
Yes,
Rand.
and I found
Both were
and I found
interviewed
clips on
following Kate's
YouTube.
death, but
I
neither
don't know
claimed
what
to have
I don't know
seen
what
Kate after the
Jamie
meeting,
and
and both
what's
were
gonna happen with
understandably
Jamie and
eager
Brad.
to distance themselves and
Hey,
Atlas
watch
from
it
the
and find
tragedy.
out.
This isn't
Or
the
I'll
first
just
time
watch
that
the
Atlas
clips.
has been investigated. Atlas
Yeah, but you'll
and
be
their
missing out on a
questionable
lot.
methods,
Not
which
much.
many have suggested
You
border
will.
on mind control.
There's a lot.
Ryan
it's
is
a
married
good
to
show.
Rebecca,
Look, I know
landlady
what's
of
happened.
Edenton's
I'm
village
keeping it
pub, the
today.
George and Dragon. As yet, she
Well, I
hasn't
know-
been
Oh, yeah.
interviewed,
I
though it's
know
likely
Arya
Kate
has
visited the
seen
pub on
Gendry
more
about
than
a
one
weapon.
occasion.
Yeah.
One
I
of
know
Kate's
Jon
friends
Snow's
was
ridden
Emma
a dragon.
Bowman, who lives at Eden
Yeah.
Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't
know
attend
Yara's
Atlas.
free.
Interviewed after Kate's death,
Yeah, that was
Emma
the-
seemed shocked and upset,
I mean, I
insisting she
expected a few
hadn't seen Kate that
episodes.
night. However, it
Yeah,
turned
that
out her
too.
boyfriend had.
Yeah, it was a bit anticlimactic.
Simon
but,
Thompson met Emma at university.
You know, I don't think
After
that's going to be the
completing
main
his
focus
degree
of
around
their-
18 months ago,
and,
he went to work at a shop in the
film
neighbouring
story.
village.
I think that's
He
going to be
started
them
at the
getting
Atlas
back
course
to
a few months
the
ago.
Iron Island.
Simon insisted that he
So it's a
didn't
good
see
point,
Kate
you know,
after the
if
meeting.
everywhere
but
is
the
overrun,
sergeant
then
interviewing
that
him
means the Iron
noted he
Island's the only
seemed
safe
oddly
place.
unmoved by
If
her
I'm
death,
honest, I'm not
which makes
entirely
him
sure a fleet
the
of
first
warships
person
would do
I
much
want
good
to
in
see
the north.
tonight. It's time for some
True.
answers.
Chances are the Night King would freeze the water below them. Okay, we're meeting at the pub. Welcome to Edenton. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jenks investigate. Okay, let's get off that. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items, which includes both physical objects and information collected. There is no use for Kate's driving license here. Okay. I wanted the map actually, but there we go. Eden, Lodge, Simon and Emma. Let's go there. A bike.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked.
Agreed.
Looks like homebrew equipment.
So, he's into homebrew,
Ah.
is he?
This might come in handy.
A screwdriver. Is it a sonic probe? That's screwdriver.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector
Sir, you
Jenks.
still
I'm
there?
investigating an incident in
Yeah,
the village.
sorry.
Can I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
I
Yeah,
had to
thank you.
mute it for a little bit so I could keep hearing the echo back.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been reading the subtitles.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi,
No, she isn't.
This is
She's right
Inspector
there. You're a
James.
liar.
Jenks.
what's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both
That
knew
is
her.
definitely not the front room.
Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through.
So who do you think's guilty so far? We've only met
Is
two
it okay
people.
in here?
Oh, this will be fine.
Not enough to
Do
really
you want
make a
anything?
decision on.
Want,
No.
I say the guy with the hat.
He's the bloody inspector, you moron.
Exactly! Exactly the perfect crime.
No, it isn't. Perfect crime is smuggling bottles of water out the office water cooler.
That does sound brilliant, you crafty sod.
It's a crime you can't be persecuted for. It is taking with consent. Therefore, it is the
It's not
perfect
even
crime.
a crime, yeah.
It is also technically stealing office supplies, and in all technicalities, it is also stealing the most valuable office supply because
That's very true. You
people
can't
need
do
that to live.
Yes, that's brilliant. All of it.
Yes, I do that and have Vimto with the water every time before I go to bed.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
But we're not here to talk about my crimes. Let's talk about this murder. Your first interview. First pick an item you want to ask about, then click ask to see Jenks ask about it. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what was said in the box at the bottom. Yes, I need to try and catch them out on a lie.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers.
Yeah,
except for James over at Farmhouse.
Yeah, because it's crap.
I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Oh, does he not now?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Anyway, I've got to go now, Jack.
Well,
I'll probably be back in a bit.
Talented.
Do you know anyone else who's coming on the
just
Skype call?
I don't know.
full of
but
life, you know?
I'll ask around.
Sharp. Quite sharp.
Alright.
Would you say
Well, I'll probably
she
see you in a
had
bit then.
any
Talk to you a bit
emotional
then.
problems?
Bye.
Bye.
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the
Just us
drinking
now,
problem.
you two.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
That was just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks. Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Whose was the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
A bit like Vietnam. In Vietnam, if you don't own a bike, you're a nobody. That much I learned from Richard Hammond. Okay, box of old bottles, homebrew. Doesn't see James very often. Doesn't appear to be any contradictions rather. Let's
Thank
see
you.
about
Probably
Emma.
be back later.
Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what we can get from you then.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Do tell.
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Let's see. Ah. No contradiction there. Don't mind me, I'm just larking.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Doesn't think Kate had lost her driving licence.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know, I keep telling him to fix it.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Bottles belong to Simon?
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand spirits either.
Same here. Isn't worth asking Emma about the screwdriver.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Just going to go back and double check if there's anything I missed about Simon here. Nope, doesn't seem to be anything about him.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm probably forgetting something.
Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
If anyone thinks I've missed something, feel free to leave it in the comments. I don't mind hearing an outside source. Let's go check where the body was.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
That is why I believe we have screwdrivers. Got it?
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
And to think we thought he was just being clept. Who were they? I thought he was just being a kleptomaniac. Wonder if they know anything about the necklace, about the jewellery.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Recognise this at all?
It does remind me of something. I don't know. I've seen it somewhere, but no, I don't know.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. Some wanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
Not Simon, then.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Wonder what Simon knows about the freedom necklace.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
I'm sure there's a contradiction somewhere. But where? Must think. Sorry, just doing some notes of my own, don't mind me.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor.
Is it? Oh, what else is here?
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Is it? Well, wonders never cease. Certainly hope I won't incur any penalties for using the map to do my travelling. I honestly think I could probably get lost in here.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. That's all for the moment, thank you. be back later on, if that's okay.
Something's occurring to me.
Aha.
He lied.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
It's now 6 o'clock.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Well, could be. He just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to be tied to this murder in any shape, size, or form. You never know. Sorry, I'm going backwards, aren't I? Just exploring, don't mind me.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going.
Ooh, what's he?
I'm investigating
What are we
a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
Hello, I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
A bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
House.
And what's your name?
Yeah, you can see we're not going to get much out of him. Almost not worth speaking to him. Let's see.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
So what do we have in here then?
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
I certainly hope he doesn't arrest me for trespassing.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I?
Don't want anything to get cold.
Where do you want to sit? Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Might have done?
Good enough. Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want. Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
But what is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Interesting.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you. Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
I suppose, in theory, he can just make another one if he was missing that one.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Interesting thing.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
Don't particularly see how he would. I'm not entirely sure it's worth asking him
What
about
do you know
this.
about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
I wonder if he has to do that. Close his eye, one of his eyes just partially to think about his answers. Wouldn't know anything about the bottles.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
This is one of the reasons why I don't drink.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Well, all this talk about beer just makes me want to go to the pub. Actually, let's say we pop out for a bit.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
Who knew? Atlas?
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's? Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Oh well, worth a look.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective
Information,
Inspector
please.
Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right.
Left.
Come through.
Thank you.
I shall.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Suppose.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Let's see what we want to ask you then. I'm the one still doing this. No one's watching.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person.
Were you going to say something else?
You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
Huh.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Do you recognise this?
I've seen students wearing them. It has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
Oh, cool thing about returning it since it belongs to her padlock.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said 2 girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot?
arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to borrowing clients I don't think are suitable.
I see. You don't know who broke the window, and yet there was something about breakage?
Aha.
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. Could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with?
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around.
Seems the thing to do.
Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
Good question.
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student?
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Okay.
That's it for the time being, thank you. Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
Have a look at this. Know anything about that?
Should do.
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What's the point
you
if they
find
know
out
you're
about
behind the mask?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Have I asked him everything?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub, a broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Oh. A friend? Didn't know you had those.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Somebody doesn't think it
so
works.
you just stare like this.
Is this
and
is this how Simba saw his dad in the clouds?
then you see.
See what?
See what?
Sorry. Look. You're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work.
Clearly.
Didn't work, so.
I suppose if you don't believe, then fine. Okay. Let's see.
Ever seen this before?
Nope, I haven't. Sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
I see. Went to see your parents Thursday night, but you know James was selling them last Friday?
Aha.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Nope.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
Yes, you did.
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
Yes, it's here.
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me, she just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate, but why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
What do you know about Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Wait a minute. There's an interesting thought.
Aha.
Ding ding ding!
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Good question.
Well, no, it's because,
Are you helping her to buy loads of jewellery?
it's...
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Sorry, wrong one.
Aha.
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. But you say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Maybe she doesn't know him, but she did meet him.
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Why?
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I.
Really?
I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn her back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I... You know, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and... what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
You've already lied
Yes.
to me 3 times.
I promise.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Perhaps. Sorry, just going back to see if I missed anything. Yeah, what are they doing?
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means
The law?
you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like?
You can always
You're going to give me some money?
You can go to the station
I
and
do
talk
not
that
have
over with
time
the
to
superiors.
discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Either way, move along! Or is the...
Pathetic.
And as they say in Hot Fuzz, jog on. So why was he carving that?
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
I wonder if Simon knows him.
There you go. Come on.
Nice apron. Why does he look before he closed the door?
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
But it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Apart from Spider-Man.
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
It's destructive,
Right.
but it can help you to learn things.
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Probably should ask Emma something, but I don't think there's much point in that. Let's go see that, that greenhouse.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
What do we have here?
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
Indeed.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub?
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
I don't think I'll ask him about everything.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. Just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Yeah.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Oh, well, good job I picked it up then, isn't it? Actually, it isn't, because I'm keeping them for evidence.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I've been to the pub. I wonder if Rebecca can clarify that.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Do you know what these are?
Ah, magic mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic. And legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
That's quite a luxury.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
God's sake. Lost. Sorry about this. Apparently this is a common drinking place. Who needs a pub?
Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then? They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something? Or sod?
Huh. Apparently there was another death.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Alright, Jenks, I thought you clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be, yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both in Edenton. I mean, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
As long as I'm here, let's go back to James.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay. Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
Well, I suppose not if you don't go there.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course, ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing? And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Really?
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Helpful?
Ever hear the phrase, free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
Liam who died?
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
So, how is it that you don't know anything about plants, but you have a degree of plant science? I mean, that's pretty easy, isn't it?
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, I've still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
No, for one thing, you traded homebrew?
Aha. When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew?
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else?
Good question.
Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
No?
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay,
so talk
so
then.
what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
No.
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them, single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay,
Probably
start
didn't
again.
know.
They were what?
You don't know anything, do you?
No.
Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying
Pardon?
Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
Why is there no way?
Did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
Just obvious, you could tell.
Really?
I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I could tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
Really?
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah.
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Conspiracy.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
I don't know if it's ever going to come up, but he says he never saw them. That symbol there is on his flyers that he's made. And yet he's never seen the mask before. Doesn't he recognise that? Oh well.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
This will probably have to come up in another time, I think. For now, I'm going to stop the stream. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and see you next time.